Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Saya in the 1-minute pool on ICC. Haven't played Saya for a while, and nice to be back. Nice to be back on ICC. I'm going to try to mix in some of these sessions on here, along with the Lead Chess stuff and chess.com and whatnot. Okay, let's play for d5 and see if we can attack that bishop on c4. Already kind of an unusual situation in regards to that h5 pawn. It is Saturday night. Got a lot of bullet today because, as you might have seen, I played a couple Lead Chess tournaments earlier that I posted. Let's guard f7. Playing on ICC is always a little bit different than playing on Lead Chess because there's less of a end goal. You know, you're kind of just playing games and just seeing how it goes. Still makes it fun. That drops a pawn. How am I going to take this? Let's take it this way. Let's take with the bishop. I know I lose h6, but my bishop on e5 seems pretty strong now, and I want to go for d4 if possible. Let's do this. I wonder if they can take here. You might be able to get away with it. He's going to try... Whoa, I slipped there.
Check.
Oh, but actually, maybe this is all right. I actually meant to play rook d6 rather than rook takes d5.
Check.
So that was completely my bad. Let's go over here and protect. Let's go knight e5. Attack the queen.
Time.
Yeah, he's got to go back and defend that. This is not completely clear, you know. Let's go c6. Let's hide the king. Let's see if he can trade queens. Not sure that trade is a great idea for me. Let's see if we can get some swaps going.
Check.
Give it check.
Check.
He's going to play for
Check.
the win.
Check.
Yeah, I'm going to be flagging here.
Check.
Ooh, okay. So we lose the first game against Saya. Yeah, I was a little bit slow on the uptake there. He started playing fast, and slipping rook takes d5 hurt a little bit. Okay, let's play knight f3 this one. Really got to get back in ICC mode. I am pretty fast on this site most of the time. Let's play bishop g5. We'll just see how this turns out. Take. No queen trade. Okay, we'll go queen a4, protect c4. And let's go rook fc1, just so that if there's a trade, I can attack c5 and c4 will be defended. Maybe I should have used the other rook, though. I don't know. Let's go h3. Okay, we'll do this. Better play here if I want to play b3. Not thrilled about my position right now. But then again, it doesn't look terrible, so we can probably come out of this all right. Yeah, he plays the knight in. Let's go here to protect e2. Let's go here. Little bit shaky. Knight back to c3. Let's come here. This temporarily leaves c3 undefended, so I got to watch that. Okay, now e7's under attack. Let's do this. Okay, he's probably going to play for e5. Let's go here. f4. Down a little bit on the clock, right? Got to watch that. Yeah, plays for f5 to break it up. See if we can get a swap there. Nope. Let's go e4.
Check.
Saya playing quite fast.
Check.
Let's see if we can walk our king in. Maybe.
Check. 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 Check.
Probably going to lose this one on time as well. Yeah, okay. So got to play faster. Clearly my current level of speed is not working in this session, so let's play faster against machine gun. Let's go e6, knight e7. Like I said, been kind of experimenting with these modern setups. Let's go b6 against that move, and then bishop b7 followed by knight d7. So this is just classic hedgehog system, and I'm going to march the king over to h7. This is typically what you want to do in these positions. And then Let's go. I think I'll go. I think I'm going to go rook f8. Kind of castle by hand a little bit. I want to look for an opportunity to play f5, although it's going to be tricky.
Check.
Let's come here. Wow, this guy's going to sack everything. He can take c7. He's not going to do that right now, though.
Check.
Can give a check. Yeah, I think I can come here, though. Can take c7 once again. He doesn't do it.
Check.
Well, I'm up a couple pieces. How's my chances for survival looking? He's going to throw the kitchen sink at us. This is a fun game. Let's see if we can swap.
Time.
Okay, let's do this. Let's come here. Attack that pawn on g2 at least. Look for a trade.
Check.
Crazy stuff, guys. Absolutely crazy. You can check here.
Check.
Giving up a piece.
Check.
Let's get this back.
Check.
I
Check.
think I'm going to win on time. All right, so we won that game on time. Let's get back in the pool. NECF. All right. Jorge Sammour-Hasbun. Good player, strong player. Let's take playing a QGD. We're going to get this semi-Tarrasch variation. Let's play a3 just to stop any bishop b4 check business. I don't know this line so well, but it's all right. It's all right for both sides. White should be a bit better because of the center, but you know, it remains to be seen how big of a factor that is. Let's play queen e2 just to guard c4. They often play queen d7 and then try to get their queen into a4. So I'm going to play a4 myself for that reason, just to stop that move. You can take that pawn. Okay, now let's attack. Let's go d5 and attack. Let's take here. And maybe knight e5. That looks like a very dangerous move to play. How to punish this? I don't know. I'm going to go back. Can't figure it out, but I want to go h4, h5. So try to threaten something with that. Okay, let's go e5, try to get at that knight. Okay, let's come back here. Let's come here and attack that knight. So if they take after the bishop, at least I can take.
Check.
That's a good move, unfortunately for me. Let's come... I don't know where to go. Let's go here. And attack. Oh, missed that. Yeah, I think I'm going down against NECF.
Check. Check. Check.
Yeah, we're going to lose this one. All right. All right, so 1 and 3 to start this session. Not so great, but, you know, I expected some bumps along the way as I get back into ICC mode. Playing Garampan. Let's go bishop g4. We'll play for e5 too. Knight gf6, etc. Let's take this way. I'll put the queen on c7. Go a5. Probably they'll play a4. Yep. As expected. Let's go here. I want to try to maneuver my knight into the f4 square eventually. Let's go here. We'll try to break up these pawns. We'll go back, I suppose. Yeah, let's do this. I don't know. Getting the knight to e6 might be a little bit of a task. Like, I have to protect that square a couple more times. So that's what I'm doing right here. Maybe g5 is decent. Trying to break up my pawns a little bit. Let's go here. Undoubtedly has some pressure right now. Okay, we'll take that way. That helps. I had knight f4. Knight f4 would have been nice. I guess I can still do this. Okay, let's take that. We'll take here. Go after that pawn on b3. I think I can take that. They do have a check on.
Check.
that square, but this probably is okay. Let's do this.
Time warning.
Guess I'll come here. And I'm skewering both these pieces, so that's nice. Timely rook e6. Maybe they should have gone for bishop f7 after I moved my king and tried to attack that rook on e8. Okay, so we get a win against Garapan. All right, 2015. Let's play e4 against him. I mentioned a couple videos ago, I'm trying to mix some e4 into my play a bit more. And we get a Scandi. We get getting our own Scandi. I'll play a line that I think is annoying against the queen a5 variation, which is this so-called short system. Let's play f3 and then go for g4. So this is the idea with this. We'll play knight here and go for h4, h5, etc. Just playing for a kingside attack. Black's already committed their king to this wing, so they got to be kind of careful. Let's go here and line up with g7. I think this is already looking pretty bad for him. Can I just go here? I guess he can. Okay, let's just take that first. I'm going to go here and try to sacrifice that and open it up. Let's go rook g5. Our rook was under attack. But if I castle, I almost have a free attack against their king. Castle queenside, that is. So this is looking excellent. Note they can't play g6 because I have rook takes g6. Here, I think I got to have like forced mate, essentially. But I don't see what it is, so I'll just play this. This is simple. We'll just castle now. And get ready for rook g1, and I'm just lining up on that pawn.
Check.
Again, it really kills them that they can't play g6. It's a killer flaw in their position. Take this free knight. We'll take here. Make sure we don't get back rank checkmated. Okay, we'll take that.
Time warning.
Again, make sure we don't get checkmated. Go here. Just look for some trades. That was really dumb by me.
Check.
Give it a check.
Check. Check.
I'm not playing too well right now. I'm trying to win this, but yeah, not playing well at all.
Check. Check.
Oh boy. I lose the queen. I thought for sure I was going to win that game, but I guess not. That was terrible. That was completely awful. I can't really explain how I didn't win that. I mean, I lost a b-pawn somehow, but that was winning in so many different ways. Actually, I missed the defense 98, but again, that should barely matter. Okay, that was one of the worst losses I've ever experienced, I think. From a completely dominating position. Okay, let's just play e6 and play knight bd7. We'll take. Okay, let's play it this way. I'm going to do kind of a funky, like, early attempt at a trade of the light square bishops. So I'm going to go knight g7 and then try for bishop f5. Kind of quickly here. Looking to swap. Okay, so let's do that. And we'll go here, attack the bishop. Okay, let's castle. He's not going to attack me on the king side. Interesting. Let's go here. Let's take here, and then we'll go back and try to get into c4. Try to utilize that square. Okay, let's go attack this pawn. If he takes it, he's losing a piece. So we got this c5 move in. Very important. Okay, let's come here. c1 is very weak. We can even lock our bishop in, I think, like this. It's all right to do that. We're getting rook c2, rook c1, all that good stuff. Now there's a back rank threat he can't really deal with too well.
Check.
All right, so at least that was a clean win. That maybe somewhat makes up for the previous debacle. Not really. I probably need to win all my games plus more to absolve myself from that game against All Right 2015. Let's play for g4. We'll go for a kingside attack. I think this is kind of the best way to play against an aggressive player like Jorge Sammour. He's probably going to try for c5 and d4, looking to counterattack. Makes sense. He could take, yeah, and I don't know if he saw that his rook was actually attacking that knight because he pre-moved h6. Not sure I should take there, but okay, let's do it this way. Let's go here, try to work in knight f5. He's kind of got to watch himself, like if bishop c8, knight takes d5 is possible. So let's do this. He's sacking the exchange. Let's come here.
Check.
Let's do this. Okay, we'll come here, and I'd like to get out of the way. Bishop e4 would be a good move right now. Don't like to see that. I want to get my king to b1 as quickly as I can, but it's not so easy. Okay, I think I got to do this. And he's going to play b5, though. Maybe I could put something on g6. Try to do this. All right, I'm going to try to come here. He's definitely grabbing some stuff. Rook e7. I want to get rook takes in. Let's do this. Ah, yes, queen d1. Queen d1. He didn't notice it, though. All right,
Check.
I guess I take.
Check.
Okay, bring this back.
Check. 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 Check.
All right, I just did that at the end just to try to flag him, and it worked. Okay. Next game, NECF again. Just trying to rule out his bishop g5. I was trying to catch him pre-moving, actually, but he did not fall for that. Little bit of a cheap trick there. Got to keep them on their toes, right? Okay, so if he takes with the pawn, I could do this. Yeah, go after this pawn. Let's castle. Let's see if he takes. He's going to play for an attack. All right, let's do this and try to back his queen off. E5. Now he's threatening bishop takes h6, so I shouldn't allow that. Okay, let's go e5 now. And then knight e4 and try to attack that bishop. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I'm going to give up a pawn. Could take e5, though, is the thing. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's penetrate with the rook, at least. All right, let's do this. We're going to get a rook ending.
Check. Time.
All right.
Check.
Let's play g5 now. All right, let's go g6 instead. This is a little tricky, though. I think this is a losing rook ending.
Check.
Yeah, you can play the king into f6 pretty confidently, is the thing. Yeah, this is losing. Yeah, okay. Got us that game. Not sure h6 was the best pre-move catching attempt. I thought he might be on a little bit of tilt, though, and might play bishop g5 just instinctively, or pre-move it, but clearly he didn't. All right, so kind of a mixed bag of results so far. I'm still smarting from that game. Rose up a huge amount of material. Okay, let's play e4 against him and just see what happens. Okay, let's go d4. Najdorf. Sharp variation. Seems like something he would play. All right, I'm just going to play a3. I know this is pretty conservative, but that's okay. Let's go here and maybe play for e5. Okay, let's do that. Just trying to see how this would work out. Let's take this way. You can take with a pawn, though. Yeah, this should not be good for us. This didn't turn out well at all. Well, at least h6 is a little bit weak. All right, I'm going to take a chance and see if I can go take that. Can take a3, maybe? All right. Yeah, we're just losing material now. This is not good. Clearly, I have some things to work out if I want to play
Time warning.
e4 more regularly, if at all. Okay, I guess I'll take and then play queen e5 check and try to trade queens. Otherwise, I was getting mated, but yeah, not looking good either way. Oh, he's playing for mate. That's clever.
Check.
All right, we'll resign that. All right, any CF or Saya. Got Saya again. Let's play g6 again. I know they like this h4, h5 idea. But we'll see how this turns out. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Go queen a5, maybe just pin that knight. Maybe h5 is hanging in the future. Remains to be seen.
Check.
I think this is all right. I'm attacking that bishop. Take that. Let's give it a check. King e2. Yep. Okay, let's go here and attack that. So now f5 might be a threat. In fact, I think I'm going to play it. So if they move the knight, queen c5 check, and I'm going to get at that bishop on g3, I believe. That's a good move I did not see. Let's come here. So if they take, I take e4, and I fork those two pieces. Ah, didn't see that either. Oh, Saya. Why you got to do this to me? Still think I'm doing well. I'm attacking g3 a couple times. He's very low on time, too. Probably just has to give up that bishop. Not sure there's a better way. I mean, if he moves the bishop, I take g2, so that clearly can't be good. He's got 10 seconds left now. All right, I think this one is going to be in the win category for us. All right, Saya just timed out. I'll play a little while longer still, having fun. New game. Benoni. Okay, this line. I'm a fan of this line for white. I like playing it. Actually, Saya and I have played this line quite a few times in the past, from what I recall. Let's try for b4. So I'm going to take and then try to play it this way. Let's go for putting the knight on d4. How about that? Okay, let's go g3. h3 is not hanging, I guess, because can take it. Okay, let's play h4. Not completely sure how to proceed. Bishop g5, attack the queen, I guess. Probably putting the knight in on c6 is a good idea. Doesn't necessarily have to take that knight. It does, though. All right, I know they can play d4 if I do this, but let's sack the exchange and then take here, because my bishop is really strong, protecting that pawn on c6. Actually think this is a pretty awesome position if I play it right. Let's come here. So if they check king h2, I guess g7 is covered for now. Still, let's do this.
Check.
I want to get rid of this knight, because that's the only thing standing in the way between me and rook g7 mate. Also, bishop d5 is a big threat right now. I think I got this. I think there's too many threats.
Time warning.
Let's do it this way. Yeah, just wins their queen. All right, now we're getting on the right track. This is what we need more of. All right, any CF? Let's play c4 this time. Just keep showing him different lines, different weapons. Okay, let's play just e3. We'll play like a Miran variation. Yeah, we'll go in for this line, which I got to remember a little bit about, but I believe goes like this. Okay, let's take that. Not sure they're supposed to play it like that. Guess I'll just take. B4 maybe? Sure. Go here, attack H7. Pin that pawn. You can take on F3. Alright, let's take check. This is messy though, because my king's open. I'm up a little bit. D3 could be strong. Should probably put a stop to D3. Rook F6 is coming. Okay, let's do this. I think my bishop controlling H6 is important. I mean, that stops some nastiness involving a rook swinger up the board. There's that, yeah. Okay, let's hide the king. Better do this.
Time warning.
Let's go here, attack that rook. Push this pawn. Let's come here, counterattack. Push this b pawn down the board. Because they can't move that knight. If they move the knight, there's rook g8 mate. All right, so we win that game. Let's keep going. Let's do this. I don't have anywhere I have to be particularly for the next at least 20 or so minutes. So let's keep going. Yeah, and this line, this is like there was that Kramnik versus Anand World Championship match in like, what, 2008 or so? And they played that line several times. But sacking the pawn on g7 I don't think is a good idea. Okay, let's play it the standard way this time. We'll do this again. Queen a5, Cambridge Springs. Okay, let's play h6 and just attack that. All right, we'll go here and see if we want to trade for that knight on c3. Let's take first. No, we'll play b6. Yeah, a4 is a good reply. Okay, take. Try to escape with our queen to the other side of the board. Let's come here. We can chase our queen a bit. Bishop g2, I have to bring it back to h5. I want to go for c5. c5 would be a nice move to get in. Not the greatest opening for me. But now I'm counterattacking at least. Let's try to get into c1 if we can. Attack that d-pawn. Problem is my queen is like way out of play. Alright, they're going to go after my bishop, huh?
Time.
I think I'm going to let them take that.
Check.
So let's do this.
Check. Check.
I'm not sure I should push my luck. Did I have a win there? He took that draw awfully quick. I didn't take that draw. I don't know. I mean, yeah, the queen's out of play. I'm down a little bit on the clock, though. Draw's probably all right. I don't see one. Let's see. Add the engine. Queen e3. So some sort of subtle move. I don't see what queen e3 even really threatens. Maybe my b-pawn is strong. Yeah, in a bullet game, I'm not going to find queen e3 probably. All right. Who's up next? Let's take a look at who's playing. So the queen is under attack on b4. Also e6 is a threat. Just take e6 now. Looks like Saya has good chances to win this, especially since I can take on f7 now. Yeah, this is a win. Trade the queens, take the rook. White wins. Let's see who else we got. Whoops, that's not good. Pretty good action so far in the pool. I actually wonder, let's take a peek at the top players in the pool, because we haven't looked at that for a while. There's Leverage. Yeah, he's still sticking around number 1. This mysterious player who's apparently an FM, a pretty high-rated FM, but I never see this guy playing. I mean, just looking at his history, it seems like he plays a few games every once in a while, but just doesn't really play extended sessions, and somehow he maintains that rating. All right, Saya. Want to do a Benoni again? We can do that if we want. We'll see. I guess he wants to. Wants to repeat this line. Okay, let's play the early bishop g5 once again and come back here. Let's do something a little bit different this time. Let's castle. Go bishop e2, attack this. Then queen c2, defend. I want to prepare knight c4 and attack this pawn. Okay, let's take. I think this could be pretty nasty for them. What if I keep pushing and then if they take with the rook, I have bishop f4. So skewering these 2 rooks. So Saya's just going to give up one of the rooks. I'm not going to take it yet. I don't have to. So let's just hide our king. Let's push this. Actually, I should have not have pushed that because they actually could have moved the rook in that case. Let's come here so we don't run afoul of queen takes h3. That would be terrible. Rook f4 seems all right. Kind of pester the queen. Queen c3 maybe? All right. Look for a swap. Swap of the queens. Then come to g5. Yeah,
Time
queen
warning.
g5. Let's come here. That move's actually possible, but I have this check, right? Ah, there's a mate on g2. All right, I have to go away and guard that. That's unfortunate. Well, this is looking pretty bad. Not sure how to even respond to that move. All right, I'm going to resign this game. Yeah, that backfired because, well, I probably should have taken the rook a little bit sooner. Like d6 was a blunder because now I'm actually not skewering those rooks. This rook could have moved away. But even after I won the exchange, I had some trouble taming that light square bishop. Maybe I have to play knight e7 faster. I don't know. Littleplotkin. Let's see what they have in mind. Let's give it a check. Okay, rook c8. Let's come back here. Go queen e7. Let's play e5. Might as well. d4 is a bit weak for them. Let's go here and see if we can swap. These knights are not looking too good together. e5. Okay, take that. Take here. Winning a piece.
Check.
Let's just drop this back. Take here. Yeah, he resigned. Okay, so quick win there. No Grisha exciting today. I think he's actually playing the World Rapid and Blitz in Berlin that just started today. So when I caught him the other day for those 3 games, he might have been just like messing around in his hotel and his laptop and decided to play some Bullet. Who knows? I'm not going to extract any deeper meaning from a few Bullet games online. All right, who else is in? Need to take revenge on this guy. This Aussie who broke my heart. All right, 2015. Did he play a Scandi this game? Yeah, he must have. Yeah, he played a Scandi in that other game. Maybe that was the reason why I lost to him. It's hard to play against your own openings, you know? Psychologically, that's always difficult, so maybe that's why I lost. I couldn't quite do it to myself. I couldn't quite put the nail in the coffin of the Scandi. All right, Rokka is the next opponent. Let's play d4. I don't know. Okay, let's play bishop g5. I'm going to do something a little bit different. We'll play a4 this time around. This is a line. That reply I'm not familiar with. Guess maybe we're getting into like a QGD structure now, or a QGA structure rather. Reminiscent of a Queen's Gambit accepted. Okay, let's play knight e5. Let's go queen f3, and maybe I can swing the queen over to h3 on some occasions. Go here and bishop d3. Yeah, because now they always have to be a little bit careful about their king's safety. How to do this, though? Knight e4 doesn't really work too well. Well, maybe. Okay, I'm going to try something a little weird. Wow, they actually just played back.
Check.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. All right, I'm going to do this and then play bishop e4. Actually, maybe here, because then I can attack c6. I was going to do some sacrifice on f7, but it didn't turn out that way. Ah, hang the bishop. Not good.
Time warning.
Not good at all. Can I trap the queen? Is that possible? I can always run to h6. It's the one square they can run to. Wow, he's not gonna... Wow, he didn't see that. Interesting. Now it's a race against the clock. b8, yep.
Check.
I'm actually almost mating him. All right, well, that was messy, but yeah, I guess when I attacked his queen, he didn't see that he could go to h6 right here after g3. I mean, it's not a pretty square, but it saves the queen, and he's still up a piece after that. All right, let's play a few more. Let's play maybe, I don't know, 3 more games, let's say. The action seems to be dying down a little bit. Still want to play this player. Oh, that game's going to sting for a while. I'm sorry I keep bringing it up.
Draw.
I don't think Saya's going to be giving a draw here. Black is escaping the checks. This a-pawn looks hard to stop. White's rook is in probably the absolute worst possible position to try to stop it. He's going to try to do, like, you know, rook back to h1, but there's no time for that. Oh, actually he found a way to stop it, but... Oh, wow. Well, Saya's pretty fast, even though they dropped a few pieces right there at the end. That's the beauty of Bullet. There's many ways to win. You don't have to win on the board. You don't have to win on the clock. Sometimes you can mix and match as you please. Well, I'm in the pool waiting to be paired. Okay, and we got another game with Saya. Let's play the Queen D8 Scandinavian against Saya this time. See what they have in mind against that one. Okay, let's play Bishop G4. We'll play the bishop out to D6. Why not? That's a piece right there. We get check and then go take the bishop. Let's go knight A6 just to make sure there's nothing there. Okay, Queen E5. Let's not trap our queen. I would hope. He just hung his queen. All right, play 2 more games. That's a good trap to remember. Sometimes if they play that F3 move, they can become vulnerable down that diagonal. All right, so now we have a D4, D5 game via transposition. Queen's Gambit accepted. Let's play A4 just to stop B5. Let's go rook D1. I think I'm supposed to take, and then I'll try to go for E4 after this. E4, E5. This looks pretty promising. Just have to guard E5 sufficiently. Reposition the bishop. Now take, and then knight G5 could be a big issue. Okay, that's got to be bad. Queen H5 right away, or take right away. Probably take right away is better.
Check.
And then go take this. And then let's lift this rook. Bishop takes G7 being the threat. That's a good defense. I maybe should have taken right away. Probably should have done that. Okay, let's come here. Let's go knight E4. Try to bring this knight into the struggle. Introduce that. That's a good move, though.
Time.
Okay, they're going for knight f4 to try to hold some stuff together. Yeah, this is annoying. Very annoying. Now they can take the
Check.
rook. Yeah. Ah, I went down in flames that game. That was such a promising attacking position too. Right here after queen c6. Yeah, bishop takes g7 right away would be, at the very least, guaranteeing me a perpetual. Bishop takes g7, king takes g7, queen check. And then they're kind of caught on the h and g files, so I can check them at will. If my pawn was not on h3, it'd be an easy, like, rook d3 after that. Okay, this will be our last game. Let's try to win this one. We're going to old reliable, the Scandi. See how this works out. Okay, let's play bishop b4 and attack that knight. This sometimes catches them off guard a little bit. In the queen d8 line in particular. Probably bishop d2 is the best move. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Let's come here and attack that knight again. All right, if they want to play an endgame, I'm open to that. Now we attack g5, f2, and c3 all at the same time. Let's go b5 and just chase this bishop a little bit. See where it wants to go. Let's come here, attack f2. Okay, we'll take that. Not sure I should have done that, but looks okay. Okay, let's do this, and then check, and then knight back to d6, this maneuver. Let's get out of the pin. Come here. You can take. That was bad. Yeah.
Check.
Bad oversight by me. Really sloppy to allow that. Not good.
Time warning.
All right. My rook is like nearly trapped here. To go a3 next move.
Check.
Yeah, this is
check.
Looking lost. I'll play on just because,
check.
But yeah, almost certainly this is losing. Try to get some checks in.
Check.
Okay. All right, well, that's a session. Yeah, that was too bad because I was just doing excellent that game too. Blown a couple good positions against Saya right at the end there. I mean, that was the only tactic in the position. The rook takes d6 idea. I saw it right after I played rook c6, but I got to play, I guess, something like maybe rook e6 instead, give my king some room to run. But yeah, rook c6 was sloppy. All right, let's tally the results for this session and see how we did. Ooh, we played quite a few games. Yeah, that was well, a little over 20 games, I would say. Actually, it might have been exactly 20 games. This is the first game that we played? Could have been. Yeah, I think it was. So how many wins did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a draw. So 10 wins, 1 draw, 9 losses. Does that sound right? I think so. Played some good players. And nice to be back on ICC. So I'll try to mix these in with the lead chess tournaments as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Bye, guys.